I was in the gym this morning listening to a cryptocurrency commentator while I was working out, and they said that it doesn't matter if I invest into a cryptocurrency and the price goes down because I'm going to be better off anyway, and it won't matter when we get the next bull market. Less than 2 hours later, I came home, I was eating some breakfast, and I heard a different cryptocurrency commentator saying it doesn't matter if I think that an asset is overpriced because it's going to go up during the next bull market and I'll still be better off. It got me thinking, why are people in cryptocurrency sometimes so overly optimistic and just take it as a given fact that prices will continue to go up if they just hold on long enough? It's something that I like to call hopium, and it's something we'll talk about in today's video. Welcome back. This is the Part-Time Economist, and in today's video, we're talking all about hopium, which in my opinion is the exaggerated, unrealistic expectations of what a cryptocurrency is going to do. Now, this goes far beyond simply being optimistic or being a fan of a cryptocurrency project. It means suspending all rational disbelief and just buying into whatever narrative someone sells you. Now, before we start talking about this, I do want to be very clear. This video is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest or not to invest in any cryptocurrencies. I'm simply doing this as an educational reminder that you always want to have a balanced approach when you are considering your investments and not get carried away with some narrative that someone wants to sell you. And this is especially prevalent or pertinent, I should say, given the recent Ethereum merge. Now, just to give some background, the Ethereum merge was the transition from proof of work to a proof of stake cryptocurrency. And on a technical level, this was awesome, right? It was a huge technical feat. Huge credit to the team that pulled it off. But if you listened to some of the commentators leading up to this merge, you would have thought that this was going to be the silver bullet that was going to completely break us out of the cryptocurrency bear market, that was going to make Ethereum more environmentally friendly, that it would be loved by politicians and institutions alike. Money would flow into Ethereum that would lift up not just Ethereum, but the entire cryptocurrency market. And that is not at all what happened. Just a couple hours after the merge, we saw the price of Ethereum drop by over $100. And to make things worse, Ethereum did not gain the good graces of politicians. Quite the opposite, with SEC Chairman Gary Gensler coming out basically immediately and saying, hey, by the way, did you know proof-of-stake cryptocurrencies, which Ethereum, you're now a proof-of-stake cryptocurrency, could be subject to SEC regulations? And I'm not saying that SEC regulations are bad. I'm saying that, Ethereum was hoping to get kind of out of the naughty corner for being environmentally unfriendly, and they kind of got put in another naughty corner now for potentially being subject to the wrath of the SEC, right? So whatever the case, a lot of the hype didn't live up to what actually happened. But I don't want to spend too much time on Ethereum because I think there's a better example of this. Specifically, about a year ago, the Cardano cryptocurrency completed a transition from not having smart contracts to being a smart contract cryptocurrency. And let me explain the significance of that. Cryptocurrencies without smart contracts are very basic. You can send cryptocurrency, you can receive cryptocurrency. With smart contracts, you can have online games on your blockchain. You can have NFTs. You can have decentralized marketplaces. You can have investing, right? You can have saving and lending platforms on your blockchain. So this was a huge accomplishment. And people, again, just as with Ethereum, were saying this is going to revolutionize things. Price is going to go crazy. We're all going to get rich. And they were thinking that literally as soon as this went live, there would be thousands of different decentralized applications, literally day one, just waiting for people to use them. And what we see is that the team behind Cardano, and this is what gets me so much, because it's one thing if you're optimistic about a cryptocurrency and some random dude on YouTube is not me. Some random dude on YouTube is talking to you and saying, hey, you need to kind of cool it on this. It's another thing if the team behind the project, literally the people creating it, are telling you that you're overreacting. So you can see here, one of the members of the team says there are high expectations resting on this upgrade, some unreasonably so. Cardano watchers may be expecting a sophisticated ecosystem of consumer-ready dApps available immediately after the upgrade. Expectations need to be managed here. They put it in very certain terms. You guys are overhyping this, and yet people still, I'm going to pull up a chart here for you. You can see how the price massively spiked leading up to that. And then, of course, following this event, it did go down a little bit. Now, it kind of reminds me of the Federal Reserve, right? Alan Greenspan decades ago with the whole irrational exuberance in the stock market. The same thing applies here. When someone that knows what's going on, right? Someone that's a founding member of the team, someone that's the chair of the Federal Reserve, when they tell you, hey, you might be getting a little carried away here, it might be worth your time to listen to them instead of some guy on YouTube that's hyping you up, telling you that if you just invest in this, you're going to be a millionaire regardless of what the price does, right? Consider your sources, right? And I'm not saying that, not the appeal to authority fallacy, right? Just because someone is the chair of the Federal Reserve doesn't mean they're always going to be right. But it might be worth at least paying attention to what they're saying, because just getting back to it, some of the videos that I've heard recently, specifically leading up to the Ethereum merge, specifically with us being in a bear market, this idea that, hey, if you throw money in, it doesn't matter if the price will go down because it's going to go up, right? You're assuming so much. Yes, we do know Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, they do have cycles, just like the stock market does. The stock market has cycles that go down, they go up, and generally speaking, the higher high is higher than the previous high, right? It generally goes up. And when you're telling people to invest in a cryptocurrency because it'll all be better during the next bull market, it always goes up. All you've got to do is just hold on long enough, keep the faith, be one of the true believers, and we're all going to make it, right? You're assuming that that trend is going to hold. It very well might, but to tell people specifically and almost assuming that it's a given, that as long as you hold, you'll make money, right? That's something that I would be very cautious about. And the other thing I would say is specifically look at what the team behind your favorite cryptocurrency is saying, because a lot of times the team themselves, at least what I've seen, has been very honest and transparent. There's a lot of cryptocurrency projects that I follow. Yes, there's some out there that are kind of, trying to pull one over on people, but a lot of times these projects, they're going to be, if they're a good project, they're going to be realistic about what their expectations are. If the team themselves is less bullish than some commentator that you're hearing, you might want to reevaluate and see what source of information that you're listening to. As with all my videos, of course, not financial advice, but I thought it was important to talk about Hopium, specifically this belief that doesn't matter, everything is going to work out as long as you just throw more money into the project, just wait it out, you'll be rewarded. Always go back and check the actual facts of the matter. But anyways, this video is long enough. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.